doctor's office today. Getting my pre-surgical testing done. You have to get blood tests and different things like that before you do the operation. So I'm here getting my pre-surgical testing done. So they're gonna fax all the paperwork from here to New York for my surgery on March 11th, which is literally like 3 weeks away. So the countdown has begun. It came so fast. I'm really excited about it. Kind of nervous just because I don't know what to expect, but I know that God will be with me through it all, so I'm not worried about anything. So I'm excited and anxious to see what this new chapter of my life will bring. I know your body is never the same after you have a surgery. So I'm just praying still for complete healing and that God will restore every artery, blood vessel, everything that they have to touch during the surgery, my brain, my spine, that God will restore and heal and mend and replenish the bone and cause everything to fuse and heal properly. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm tired though. My eyes look tired. Jeez. It's been a long day, so I'm just waiting for the doctor to come in now. Because they're going to be cutting my hair for surgery, I just went ahead and cut the back. And so my sister actually, I don't know if you can see it shaved. My sister just actually hooked my hair up and cut it and did it for me. I love it. Yay! So excited. Even though I was getting the back of my hair shaved for surgery, I just didn't want to look crazy, so she hooked me up, and I love it. Today is echocardiogram day, so getting my echocardiogram done. They're going to take an ultrasound of my heart. ready for my echocardiogram. They ended up with an IV. They had to do extra stuff, so now I'm gonna clean off all this gel and get out of here. So I got the echo done, and I'm heading back home to get the babies. I also have another blood test I have to get, and I'm on my own today, so I'm doing the best that I can. I'm tired. I'm very tired, but just gotta keep going and keep pushing. My surgery is literally next week, so I'm just hoping they get all these results in time. So yeah, I haven't really had time to sit down and process everything that's about to happen. But this surgery, I believe, is going to be life-changing. So actually talking to people about it has been cool too, because people will ask me, like, what are you getting surgery on? And so I tell them about the conditions that I have, and a lot of people have never heard of them, so it's cool to educate other people in the medical field about these kinds of conditions. So driving is always challenging because of turning my head. So whenever I have to drive, I end up feeling worse, and it kind of just wipes me out. So I prefer not to drive, but I have to get around. Like today, I didn't have anybody to take me to my appointments, so I just gotta do what I gotta do. So yeah, so I use my mirrors a lot. I'm able to turn just enough to look into my mirrors, but even turning that little bit makes me feel nauseous and just off. But I'm used to the feeling, so it doesn't bother me as much as it did when it first started happening. So I just left another doctor's office. I went to get lab work done, and they told me that I wasn't supposed to be getting lab work. So I have to call my doctor in the morning because my doctor sent me to the lab for this preoperative testing, and they told me I need to actually go back to my doctor's office to get this particular test done. So that's upsetting because I just wanted to be done with everything today. So I need to go back home and call them in the morning because now it's the end of the day and I can't get in touch with anyone. So yeah, so that's frustrating. And the fact that they call you with all these fees is pretty frustrating too. They'll like call you and be like, okay, so you're coming into the office tomorrow to get this, this, and this, and your portion of the cost is going to be $5,073. How much of that will you be able to pay at the time of service? And I'm like, you're not expecting me to give you $5,073, are you? And that's just a number I'm just making up, but it's like they'll literally say like thousands of dollars and then be like, how much of that can you pay up front? I'm like, so it's just crazy, these doctors' fees and surgeons' fees and anesthesiologists' fees and all of these fees for blood work, fees for this, fees for that. It's just so much. So I'm just praying, and I know God is going to make a way for all of these things to be taken care of, but it is an overwhelming part of dealing with any type of illness is the amount of mental stress that you're already in because you're ill, and then the fact that you have all of these fees to pay on top of it and all of this medical debt. It's just like, it's crazy. It's hard to I guess feel good about everything when you have this stuff looming over you. So yeah, there's that part. But I haven't really had time to sit down and like process. My friend asked me, you know, how do you feel about going to get the surgery and everything? And honestly, I've been so busy, I haven't had time to like sit down and process like how everything's gonna go and how my life is gonna change afterwards. Like I haven't even like sat down to like, it's like I'm just in this constant forward motion, and I haven't even really thought about it. But I've just been enjoying time with my family, like leading up to this. I just really wanted to spend time with my kids and spend time with my husband and, you know, play and do all of the stuff that I want to do with them. I just wanted to like focus on that, like just spending time with them and, you know, just being grateful for every little moment. As being a mom with a chronic illness is very hard. You have a lot of guilt, I think, because there's a lot of stuff you can't do. There's a lot of days where you just don't feel well. You're trying so hard, but you just don't feel well. It's just hard to get yourself together, and you have other little human beings that you have to take care of. So it's just really tough. You have a husband that you have to take care of. So it's a constant battle with yourself. You feel inadequate as a wife. You feel inadequate as a mom. You feel like you're not meeting everyone's needs. And that causes guilt. You know, you feel like a sense of guilt. It's hard to explain unless you've been through it. You just feel a sense of guilt. But I had to ask God to set me free from that, because, you know, so what if I'm not like other wives? So what if I'm not like like I do my best with what I have, and that's it. You know, that's all that I can do. So I started just thinking of ways that I can have fun and do things with my kids and do things and be a part of the moments, because I hate missing things. Like, I love the fact that my sons play sports and are competitive and active, but going to basketball games and all the things, it's tremendously taxing for me. Like the loud noises, the lights, the hustle and bustle, sitting up in those benches for that long is like torture. But I do it because I want to be there for my sons. You know, I want to see them compete. And a lot of times when their dad was traveling, they didn't have anyone but me to take them to their events. So I just had to, you know, do the best that I could, you know? And it was very hard, you know, for me. But I can do the hard things too. And that's one thing I've learned, is I can do hard things. I would give myself a pep talk, pray, I'd ask God to give me strength, and He always did. You know? He always does to this day. So I had to let go of just feeling guilty and know that I am making an impact on my kids. I am a great wife. I am a great mom.